Have you seen the old Ash Chief's office? It's crazy. At least they removed the stripper pole.
Yeah,
there was a stripper pole and a toilet in the corner.
They still haven't removed the toilet, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I'm gonna refer you, Mr. Knight, to incident 19486.
19486. Oh, incident, right.
Yeah, 19486.
Okay. So I do remember vaguely this stuff.
Okay. Did you have any involvement with by any chance, of the recording of the interrogations or anything like that?
Not really. So my involvement was I wanted to hang out with Arjun. We hadn't seen each other for a while. I got in his vehicle. Some others.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
We're gonna go play. Oh, hello.
Oh, wait, I think he's. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Bill?
You good?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Wait,
did you have any part in the interrogations or recording of the interrogations after this, or is it just your statement?
I was in observation. Yep.
Okay. Do you know if anyone recorded it?
I don't. Someone did record.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't remember who said they were recording, or?
I think it would have either been. I don't remember.
Okay.
It could have been Spectre. It could have been Arjun ? It could have been like I don't even remember who is in viewing and who is in the interrogation room.
Okay, I'll have to reach out to Arjun. His name keeps coming up. By any chance,
specifically only the key thing that I remember in the interrogation is that Barrett made a very strange play. Okay, so I vividly remember Barrett saying, listen, you're going to raid the place anyways. Like he was trying to, it's sometimes hard to know if he's being helpful or whether he's got an angle, right?
Okay. Did you ever hear him give the consent to raid?
Kind of. I'll explain. And this is actually the one thing where my ears perked up. So Barrett was almost insistent that the law enforcement take consent. And it wasn't for the vehicles, it was for the raid, and specifically the raid of the property that he lives in, which isn't his property. It's his girlfriend's property, who's a doctor, either girlfriend or wife. And that was where the million red flags went off in my head, where it's like, what do you mean consent to his wife or girlfriend's property? Like, what is this angle? It sounded to me, and I'm not saying he did this, right? But it to me was perceived like he was trying to get these guys to go in that property potentially and like illegally fucking go in the house. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty sure you can't give consent to someone else's property just because you got a fucking key. And when this was brought up, I remember him saying like, oh, like, you know, we could walk up to the property and show you that the key opens. And I'm like, bro, we ain't playing that fucking game. And that's when I advised Brandy to write a raid warrant. I remember she was like sort of up and coming in the detective space. Said, you know, this is going to be good learning for you. You should, you know, y'all should just fucking write that raid warrant and do it right. Next thing you know, well, I hear that Spectre decided to go and start raiding some properties and started tweeting out photos of it, having looked at the wrong warrant.
Okay. do you recall at any time Barrett saying withdrawing consent or saying don't go in or don't do this?
No, but I remember that being a big point of contention among, everyone involved. Is there an angle at play here, right?
Yeah, it definitely sounds like there was.
Yeah.
From Barrett's side. And I hate to ask, sir, but do you have any text messages or phone calls relating to this case? And I'll tell you why. So we were ordered by the courts to produce every communication related to this case, whether by text or email. And
the only one I can think of is I spoke to Barrett at one point. It was communication between him and I think the day of. I think he had called me to be like, yo, why aren't you guys taking consent? I'm like, brother, we ain't playing this. We're not going to go play roulette with the DOJ over, can you give consent to someone else's property just because you got keys?
Yeah. Okay.
Give me a sec. I'm looking right now.
Yeah, so I hate to ask, but we were ordered to give over every text message related to this case, no matter how insignificant it was. So
take a look right now.
Even if I text you an hour before this case and ask you a question about it, now I can't submit it, but I have to submit it even though discovery is close, and it's a mess because of this guy's ruling.
Cell limit of 10. Welcome to spreadsheet hell. I received a text from him stating LSPD attach your name to this sticky search warrant. What's BCSO's liability on this? I don't even know you were involved in the search until this was delivered. Or did they just throw your name down for shits and giggles? Because I don't see you making this level of mistake. I didn't respond to this. I need to brief you on some... Okay, and that was something else.
Okay. Is it possible to have a screenshot of that to comply with the court order and enter it as evidence? It doesn't have to be right this second. Read the court order yourself. But this is unfortunately the position we're in.
They can have they can order me directly. Listen, no, I'm being pedantic here for a reason. Why would hold on, let me read this ruling.
Yeah, you'll have to read the ruling that Pred made, or motions Pred made as well. So
I don't think anyone should be producing this. That sounds ridiculous.
Maxwell, I'm going to meet with Barrett after this if you're bored.
Did you say if I'm bored? Yeah. So bored. You're crazy. No, I might just have to make a cup of coffee. That's all.
It's up to you. I can handle it.
Yeah, good.
What is this case called?
Cade West versus LSPD. And then it's going to be docket posting 17 and docket posting 28.
Kanye West versus LSPD, October 12th.
It's what Barrett requested, right? The requesting any and all
Yeah,
reports
17.
and communications relating to this event. Supervisor reports, after action reports, text, emails, photographs, and recordings related to the search warrant and its execution.
And then the judge said, and communications directly related to the search warrant or its execution. So the fact that he talked about the search warrant is why we're going to get fucked if it's not evidence, probably.
Maybe. I'm sort of weighing in on so like I read you the entire text message, but I'm kind of weighing in on whether I want to be a dick here. Not to you guys, but rather on the way back.
1000%, sir.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. We're just coming to you because
it's
this
my
is
due
what they're
diligence.
requesting. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's so bad
let
that
me tell you my perspective, right? This is, can a court based on this can let me give you a hypothetical. You're ordered to produce this, but that production would be outside of your department, right? And
exactly. And that's where
there's a lot of like onion peeling here that if I do this willingly, I may be setting a really shitty precedent for everybody. How the fuck did this get through?
It got through because Weiss was pissed off at Pred, is my understanding of reading the docket. But yeah, it's so bad that Jacob Spector is no longer with the LSPD, and we literally had to subpoena his records for phone and text messages for this. I can give you that report number as well.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull my records. Could you send me the date of the incident?
Yeah, I can do that.
And I may file a motion myself to be like, I director, bruh. You don't need my shit. Compel me.
Well, and to be fair, I wasn't even going to plan on calling you as a witness. It's just I'm trying to comply with this order so that we don't get sanctions.
I don't think you can I mean, you'd still be complying because it's inherently within the scope of the LSPD. Anything outside of that scope is not within your purview, so you cannot be compelled to produce something that is not directly in your purview. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I even told the judge, I go, there's people from the SCSO involved or BCSO involved. How am I going to sit there and compel them to do this?
I mean, it depends what you want, Bill. You could just not do it and then let the judge figure it out, at which point, I mean, it really depends how you want to slice this.
Honestly, right now, I'm trying to just mitigate the punitive damages. That's all I care about.
What really sucks is we don't even have the recording, and none
wait,
of us
why
were
is
there.
this? Why is this? Wait, why is there not a? Hold on a second. This is. Why is there no settlement?
Apparently Barrett and Pred tried to reach a settlement and they got into a yelling match and Barrett put it to the docket. So I'm going to meet with Barrett after this. I just got a text from him that I'm going to go meet with him.
Gonna be honest, I think Pred wanted it to go to court. I could have settled with Barrett before it went to the docket, but he wanted to deal with it. So,
if you're gonna meet with Barrett, I could ask him directly with both of you present. Do you need me to produce this shit? Easy clap. You know what I mean? You fine with that, Maze?
I'm good with that. Haley,
right.
Are you good with sticking around for the meeting?
Yeah.
All right.
This will be about 10 minutes. Director, I'm also going to point you in to report 35474. Just to see the extent that I've had to go to collect any of this relevant information. because the officer Spectre has just said, I don't care about this. I don't want to be involved. So,
Spectre said this?
correct.
Oh, third, yeah, not directly to myself or Maze, but to another officer.
Man, I wonder where he
and I've
got
tried
that
to reach out and
entitlement from.
was basically left on red. And then I found out that another officer was contacted when he was contacted by Carmine,
Man.
him of his duties here. So still has yet to reach out to me. So yeah, I mean, if you can't put your pants on and come to work and have a fucking conversation, then you don't need to be working here, especially when this shit started because of you, you know? Now we don't have interrogations. We don't. There's
This is
information
so.
that
This
we don't
is
have and will never have because nobody recorded it but Spectre, and we're not getting anything from him. So we've had to subpoena his phone records. Fucking wild.
So, yeah, that's why I'm on damage control right now
Mm-hmm.
and trying to comply to the fullest of my abilities with these orders.
I mean, can you just take it?
What do you mean?
The hit, you mean?
No, I mean, like, can't you just take it from his, like...
From what I was
It's
told,
no longer there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it was purposefully removed or
Well, it's
maybe the
probably been a
recorder was
couple
broken.
months. Yeah.
It's been a month.
It's month and 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, listen, I'm not going to tell you how to do this, but you still have an option to settle it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's my goal right now is mitigate damages and try and get rid of this.
yeah.
I don't know if Pride wants to settle it though, to be honest.
Well, Pred told me to deal with it, and that means
Well, and
do what I have to do to make it go away.
yo, Mace is like mine,
So,
bruh.
also, Mr. Knight, Haley can speak to this as well. Just so you're aware, Pred has delegated to my unit the internal affairs for criminal actions within LSPD. At this point, we have not finalized SOPs or anything like that, so I'm not going to be
good.
Investigating anything right off the bat. But it is in relation to the questions you were asking me earlier, and I will be able to share with you those SOPs so that you're at least aware of what we're trying to accomplish within this unit, sir.
All right, good.
So, Rhodes has actually physically read the SOPs. Pred just tells me to add shit to it. And Haley has been a great mentor and reviewing the SOPs as I go along as well. So there is high command involvement. And that will also, once you read these, will answer your questions about my rank and things like that.
There was the reason I asked you that question earlier today. There are matters we got to deal with. So understanding y'all's ranking structure, comes into play there, right?
1000%. And I think there has been a lack of communication due to the expedited nature of bringing me into this role that hasn't been communicated to everyone in command and high command, which has left a lot of what the hell's going on. I think Haley can agree with that.
Oh, 100%. There's only so many hours in a day, though.
Yeah. So, just so you know, for this position, I was required to submit phone records, text message logs, everything for a couple months, undergo drug tests, things like that. So I've been thoroughly vetted by Dark and Rhodes. So if you have questions on that portion of things, I direct you to them, and they'll be able to answer that and share records if needed.
Are we waiting for Barrett now, or?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, he's coming. He's coming over here.
I don't know if he's coming here. I didn't tell him a meeting place
Okay.
yet. Do you want to just do it here?
Yeah, I don't mind. I just
Okay,
wasn't sure because like
Fuck.
we stopped talking, so I was
Yeah,
I was
no,
dapping
sorry. I
him.
was.
I feel like this is Den's fault, so I just gave him 5 daps for Spectre. He's at like 19 daps now.
I was just sharing with you my SOP,
Mhm.
sir, so you now have access to view them and comment.
what you guys do internally don't
there you
matter
go,
to me.
yeah.
That bridge is already crossed. What is it called?
Warrant and courtroom special attacks sub department SOPs.
Stuff. I don't see it.
There you go, sir. And Barrett just hung up on me for some reason.
Maybe he crashed.
Oh no. It needs 5 minutes. So I'll just tell him to come up here.
Did you share these?
Yeah, I shared it as a commenter, and yeah. So
Oh,
it should
on
be safe.
Discordia. Oh my god. I was like looking at the shared reports. I was so confused.
Well, I said I emailed you access.
I didn't listen, there's like
Jesus.
5 different ways to send shit nowadays.
Fair enough, sir.
Let me see.
So right now, as well, in the department, Oxby is taking an active role with me. So once everything's formalized, I'm assuming he's going to be a part of this as well.
Must be a former judge. If I want to be pedantic, technically you have to have been a judge recently.
Hey, if you're tired, you can just take my truck back.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'll
You
wait
know.
for Barrett.
All right, easy. If wrongdoing is found, the matter will be brought to Maxwell or the chiefs immediately. Nope. Yeah. yo, hell no, bro. I'm sorry if what. All right, looks pretty good. I'll I'll take a closer read probably in the morning.
Yeah, so that should give you a better understanding and help with the discrepancies. So
yeah, after the Miller thing, Knight can't like really
that was thrown on me.
It's not really like a 30 days ago this happened.
Those are kind of unfinished, as you'll notice.
This is the equivalent of like HR. It's designed to protect the department and hide away PR.
Only within LSPD. It's not a BCSO or anything like that.
Mm. Oh, poor guy, man. I think he's gonna mean well. We'll see how it goes. We'll work with it, but we'll see. You know, we're gonna give it a chance. We'll see what's up. Oh my god.
Still waiting for a response.
It might be with a client or something. My guess.
Yeah, you said text would be 5-10 minutes. So how have the marshals been, sir? You enjoying it? Oh, there you go. Hello, sir. Hey, would you be able? Yeah, would you be able to come up to the observatory? Bill Mays. Well, I still have you saved as marshal, so I mean that tells you how long it's been since we talked. No, I'm in LSPD, sir.
Does he not want to come up here?
Yeah, well, we have one of the witnesses here, so we want you here as well.
Ooh.
And then we want to talk about some stuff.
He's so stubborn sometimes.
What type tag along? All right. Are you okay if he brings a paralegal? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, as long as you abide by the marshal's rules, since we're in their house, so by all means. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, no shit. Why do you think I left the DOJ? All right. See you in a couple minutes, sir. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, he's coming from Toledo with his paralegal, so he'll be here shortly.
Frost is all PPO and Brian's
So
phone.
yeah, you enjoying Marshall, sir?
You know, it's a different line of work.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, it's been good watching it build up. Got a load of new marshals on the way. A lot of things happening in the background.
Nice.
Tough part is most of the job you can't really share too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
makes it hard to have meetings and things like that. I get it. Or you're sitting there looking at a cool document and you're like, well, I can't show people what I'm doing. Yeah. No appreciation for the work.
No, some of it is. Like, I mean, usually it's like the end product, right?
Sometimes it's the story though, you know? How much you want to bet that if we sit there and say he has text messages and he agrees not to put them in court, he's going to bring them up in court that Knight was hiding text messages?
I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, this is like, I mean, he could.
If they were to bear it, why couldn't he provide them as well?
Yeah, and I did make a motion for Barrett to produce all of his stuff too. So
from Barrett, why wouldn't he already has them? So they're directly from him, not like, you know, not his client, him.
I mean, listen, I only care about myself right now. Listen, I don't know what to say. Listen, guys, you guys have a culture of having a bunch of dumb fucks and emboldening their dumb fuckery. I mean, like, this is only the beginning. You know what I mean? Most people, they're good at, they didn't cover up this one. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, oh my God, this is such a crazy court order. I could literally get on my phone and start talking about this case, and then you have to produce that information.
Exactly. Or what if I text Maxwell an hour before the court case and discoveries close?
Don't text me shit, okay? I swear to
No,
God.
I won't. But that's why I had to include the messages I already sent.
So if I said Jimbo is faceless,
well, it has to be about the.
And I might have
warrant.
talked. I was thinking about that at the moment during the. Oh my God.
Oh, the Babylon stuff? During the thing, you mean?
No, that in this court case, if I'm like, man, I might have been thinking about blah 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 while sitting in the fucking observation, like.
Oh my God.
You text your girlfriend that you know, you're gonna be late for dinner because of a court case needs to be produced.
When he told me he needed our text messages, I was like, why? And I was like, I called Barrett to try to settle it and just got blown. But we needed that too, I guess. Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. I don't think this judge understands how wide of a scope he placed on this.
Or he knows and doesn't care because he's.
I mean, the part that concerns me is, you know, then they're going to claim a roads violation if all of it isn't produced. And then do cops have to, every investigation they're on, provide every text in the time frame at that point?
If this has to happen for there's no freaking way. There's no way every case we would be able to do this. So much communication happens between cases, and that's just insane to me.
The fuck was his name? Spectre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even have his phone number.
I mean, I can understand in the circumstances where everybody provides, or like you subpoena Spectre's phone and all those records are provided, but I think going beyond that is just kind of insane.
Well, okay, but can you subpoena? That brings up the other question: can you subpoena for a civil case?
True.
Well, that's why I had to file the subpoena. If you look at, where is it here?
Why didn't you just? I mean, if you want, you could. Never mind.
Well, if you look at report 354,
I'm not going to give them any ideas. This isn't my business.
Suspicion of white crime. I had to put evidence tampering and violating court order because he wasn't complying with the order of the court to produce the information. That was the only workaround I could think of to get that information. And then you look at his messages. And
oh
like,
my God!
If you just came in and shared them, he wouldn't have been fired. And you know, it's not a big deal. People fuck up, like, but it's just the I don't care attitude.
Trust me, that's 80% of our headache right now.
I mean, if people just took accountability,
yeah,
things would be a lot different in almost every situation.
True.
Hey, by any chance, you guys have any food up here, or?
I have stuff, Bill.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Need a drink?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God. Oh
had
fuck.
breakfast for dinner.
Yo, it's hard not to. I don't know. Like, it's hard to comment on this, given literally what I just had to talk to Ruby about, because, and unfortunately,
so,
why I can't speak to
with taking on
any other
internal
captain, because they
affairs,
don't
where
take it.
does LSPD and the marshals overlap or not overlap in charging an officer?
I mean, you're able to charge officers.
Okay. Is there any level of crime that would warrant being elevated to you guys or passed along to you guys once it's discovered? Or
What do you mean?
so if it's like a heinous act,
So marshals are your last resort, right?
okay. Perfect.
Now it depends on like, I mean, that's a very broad question, so it's hard to
Like if I catch
give a narrow answer.
cop who committed first-degree murder, we'll say, and I realize he committed first-degree murder, and I have all the evidence. Okay, you don't want it passed on to your department to handle it on a state level?
I mean, it depends. I mean, we could have that conversation. I mean,
Okay.
if
I just didn't want to like infringe on your guys' territory, so to speak.
I think it is, if those cases come up, it is best to involve us to ensure and then figure it out on a case-to-case basis.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Like, I don't know what, like I said, it's too broad of a question. Last thing you want is like, yeah.
Yeah, bothering you guys with little shit is the last thing I want to do.
Well,
But
I wouldn't
also
say a
wanna
murder
show-
is little shit. It's more
Yeah.
like, I would not exceed the bounds of your own department. That's for certain. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
While at the same time, you're going to have to balance, yeah, I would say that you should always touch base with a marshal.
All right.
Like myself, actually, at least for the time being, as we sort of iron out our IAA. Springfield Ruth, you can reach out to them as well. So
Okay.
I can say that we've been handling some cases with both departments. Like, we do have, without going into too much detail, we do have open cases on folks. However, that doesn't necessitate we're going to take action. If it's you may find, like, for example, someone does wrongdoing. The reason why you probably want to have that conversation is there might be a bigger thing that is currently unbeknownst to you, right?
So maybe I'll enter in a clause then that it will be at the assistant chief or hire's decision whether or not to involve the marshals.
Yeah, that works.
Hmm.
I don't want you to get into a how do I put this? You don't want to get into a case where you have people covering up. Right?
Exactly.
And therefore your prosecutorial action may, in and of itself, unbeknownst to you, be something that opens the marshal's look. You always want to be talking to a marshal if it's like a felony. Like, I'll put it that way.
Okay.
And
because I also need to make sure that it's there is no question that okay, well, they're investigating their own, how do we know he's not assisting in the cover-up? Like, I don't want that. I want to be further from that as possible. That's why I need to know these bounds. And so I'll put in there that we need to inform you of any investigation once it's assigned to a member to investigate.
Yeah, I think y'all as a department should always be letting us know if you are planning to take action, just so we don't step on each other.
Yeah. Barrett says hitting heavy highway traffic, be there momentarily.
Mm-hmm. I can't answer that question because it's such a broad question. Do you know what I mean? Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's been a recent uptick of dumb fucks trying to detain marshals. I think they're all trying to suck off Pred or whatever it is reason they try to do it.
Are you kidding?
They tried to do it to me today.
They tried to do it to you?
Like,
Bro,
as a traffic stop or what?
They did it to me.
Let me expand a little bit further.
Yeah. Please.
I was in Mission Row for at least over 5 minutes, working on this new gun because my previous one broke. So I managed to go inside Mission Row, attach all these things, and then start walking outside when fucking Wade and Wade tried to detain me? ? It's hard to tell sometimes who's SBS and who isn't. And, you know, I listen, brother, I don't know how to break it down because it wouldn't have been a detainment anyways. But even if it was a traffic stop, that's a very dangerous road to start going down, right?
Well, to be fair, Pred does want me ticketing members of the BCSO. So I'm not going to be that stupid and start that shit.
But I would strongly recommend against that.
Yeah, I'm
and I say that officially.
Do an image rebuild here and accountability. But that being said, if I almost charged Carmine the other day, but that was yeah. I had to tell him 3 fucking times not to drive around with code 3s just for the hell of it. We weren't responding to anything. God. And it gets worse because 2 seconds after I tell him the 3rd time, he slams into a lamppost and me and the cadet go flying down the road. So
I will put it this way. There is a reason in the greater United States, there are different levels of authorities that oversee those things. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But that's also within the United States and across the world, those different levels communicate openly and clearly. And that's what I want to do.
Yes.
I don't want this to be, well, what's Maze doing about this or that, or why is Maze taking this case, or, you know? So I'm here for open availability and accountability. And if there's any issues, please come to me.
It's not that. It's a jurisdiction thing. They don't have jurisdiction.
All right, so the way I worded it, once members assign a case, they will then notify the director of marshals of the investigation details, including who it is against, the conduct in question, and estimate a timeline for their investigation to be completed.
Yeah.
Sound good to you?
I it's best that I read this tomorrow, just because.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Today was supposed to be a short day for me, so.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would have been super short with all the guilty pleas that got entered into court today.
I don't think they would have been able to have much of a thing. We had a lot of good people on that.
Yeah, the
so-
only thing that I wish they had pled not guilty for is that Oxby won a case precedence that if you intentionally commit a felony crime and someone dies, whether it's your partner or an officer or a civilian, that you're charged with first-degree murder because you took the time to plan and commit the felony. And I know that's a thing in other jurisdictions, but Weiss just dismissed it because the guy's pled guilty and he wasn't able to tie it all together with how the actions of the first 6 directly contributed to the officer's death.
What case are you talking about?
Those people who live in the commune.
The Babylon case? Wait, what was the precedence that was desired?
Oxby wanted it so that if you intentionally commit a felony and someone dies,
you mean felony murder rule? Yeah,
you're automatically charged with first-degree murder. So Weiss just kicked that out and said tough shit.
Weiss was conflicted ruling over that. He was
really?
His yeah. You know, Blunt was the prosecutor originally alongside V. I think yeah. I think Weiss and Blunt don't like seeing each other in the same room at the same time. Yeah. I think you meant Faulkner. Yeah. It was
Was it Faulkner today? Yeah, it would have been Faulkner. Sorry. My apologies.
You're good. A felony murder rule is something you probably that sounds like
Hey.
I don't think you're gonna. I don't think
someone will come get
Hicks, do you think felony murder rule would be something that would be decided in a courtroom?
Inside.
That is not an easy. I don't know if that would be something. I don't know if felony murder rule would be something you would see come out of precedence. That's a very meaty one. You know what I mean?
And that's what they were trying. Instead of charging 11 people with just figuring out who's the accomplice and which 9 are the first-degree murders, it would have been easy if we had that in place so that we could just say everyone gets first-degree murder.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying that sounds like something you push forward through the legislative authorities. Because felony murder rule has a lot of wide ramifications, and to get that based on precedence would be I feel like that would be an extremely I'm
gonna go get them. I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
They have to unlock it. We don't have a key.
Oh. All right. Well, he's at the door.
Yeah.
He could chop us up, and
it's not good to have 85% of the server committing felonies on the daily. I don't disagree. I also would wonder, like, how would you present that case? Oh, shit's fucked. Wait, how do I open this? Isn't there a button? It usually is F1. I think something's acting up. I think I gotta take a nap before I can. No, it's the door. This happens with houses sometimes.
Hello.
Hey, are you outside?
Yeah, I'm right outside.
Could you help in
Yeah, I see them. They're up here.
yeah, I can't
All right.
see the door latch, so
Yep, no problem. Bye.
easy. Right.
Ruth's helping them too. Bye.
Easy. All right, they're coming in.
All right. Yeah, no, there's lots of layers to be Haley that you probably don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they kept the general design to this place. Oh yeah, this is Flossie.
Well, only for the next little while. Wait. Oh, shit. Flossie, you're becoming a lawyer.
Trying.
Okay. All right. You want to move
Best
more
we
to
can do
the...
is train people, right?
Yeah, well.
I'm learning.
Well, we need lots more training in the city for anything DOJ related.
Damn.
So, all right. So the reason we're here with Knight, I'll get this kicked off, is this court order for the text messages.
I thought that was denied. I thought it was just the reports, but
No, he wanted fucking text messages and communications in relation to the search warrant and everything.
yeah, I wanted. I mean, we've got most of everything we were looking for.
Okay, so
I
there's
mean,
text messages between you and him relating to this case.
Is there? I thought we mostly.
There is.
Yeah, it's...
call.
And the judge ruled on your demand for evidence so wide that even if I text Miss Maxwell an hour before the court case about the warrant or something like that, I have to enter that in as evidence somehow.
Yo, I know,
Yeah,
right?
that sounds about right.
No, you're not
That's
wrong.
pretty typical. That's why a lot of people use different work phones and personal phones, because that shit can just get
You're
fucking
not
picked
wrong.
up.
Yep. Very true.
So Knight was wondering, do you want
I can speak. Yeah. Just so it doesn't sound like it's coming from you. I want to know whether you wish for me to do this. If not, we can make this easy. If
Which
so,
for you to do what?
if you need all my records,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, unless you think it's like, unless your messages are literally like, you did
No.
what? You didn't wait for a judge signature? Are you fucking stupid?
okay, easy enough.
I mean, we've already got
You read
most
that
of the
already.
pretty hard evidence here
Oh,
that
yeah.
it happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
easy
you-
enough.
You obviously read that already.
Yeah.
This was more of, and the primary reason for this question comes to, a judge is compelling the LSPD. What does that mean for the other departments? Am I going to go and start, playing around with the docket? No, I cannot do this. Stomps feet. Where does it go next? Right?
Yeah. Also, it's not a roads rule thing. Roads ruling applies to criminal complaints.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get charged with a roads rule. You wouldn't be able to violate our rights on civil cases.
I could violate your rights on civil cases. It's
Well, I
pretty
mean,
easy
as
to.
far as roads rule goes, you
But
wouldn't
if
be
I'm
able
not
to violate our
disclosing
rights as a roads rule.
information, if I'm not disclosing information, all I have to do is say, well, this is a clear violation of discovery, and we're going to rule it roads rules applies civil as well. So just to keep it simple, we're referring to it as roads. But anyways,
Oh, I get you.
I think
just.
so
I mean, I see you got bars on you.
yes,
Holy
sir.
fuck. Well, I guess
Yeah,
that means you're
he
able to
took
negotiate
mine.
here.
You took my
What the
bars.
fuck? That's
Yeah,
fucked
it's
up.
okay. You know what? So many people say I don't do anything, so it's about time I just step back and let other people do everything.
Well, they're
Yeah.
full of shit, but
That's why she's teaching me the ropes here, and I hope to live up to the expectations she set for. But
Imagine.
so yeah, so we need to understand what you want with Knight, how you want us to proceed. We also did make a motion on the docket for your records between officers. TLDR is the officer who is in charge of this says it was over a month ago. I don't care. I'm not providing anything. He's been dismissed from the LSPD.
Oh, nice.
That is why
All right.
we went the route of subpoenaing his records.
I get you.
Um,
Well, look, you want to settle this, right?
all
I
the
mean,
evidence
is this
is gone.
just saves a? Was that? Yeah. I mean, we have pretty much tons of evidence.
Yeah, the recordings
we all know it
and
happened.
things like that are gone.
And even, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Haley, at this point, I was
Hmm?
going to motion to remove you as a witness because at this point, you're not even, like, I literally just had you on there because you were the one that told me and you had factual knowledge of it happening.
Yeah, that's
So-
why I added her as a witness as
I
well.
don't care either way, Barrett. I'll, you know.
I don't want to waste your time, you know?
You know where this should be, and it's just funny to me. I don't care either way. Court, not court. This is Bill's ball game now, so I'm just here for whatever we do. It's interesting. Like the whole producing everything. We've never really seen this before. Literal communication over a normal discussion between command and an officer that would take place has never needed to be produced like that before, right? So
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's
be
something that should have been normalized a long time ago. But a lot of things should have been normalized a long time ago, and that's the problem. Is that nobody ever challenged shit in court. People just babied it for 2 fucking years, and we're in the situation where nobody has any idea how to actually handle shit.
Well, we want this officer to come to court, provide the evidence. He wasn't going to be disciplined or anything like that. Like, people fuck up.
Well, he already was.
Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
fucking
But
shit
yeah.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he took it as I'm stomping my feet and running away. So I'm hoping that mitigates these punitive damages by a lot, that we've dismissed him and disowned him.
I mean,
flat
look,
out.
you and I both know
He's,
$5 million is pretty much never going to happen. But in a civil suit, you always put higher than what you generally expect because you can always
Barrett's
go
being
down. You can't
really
go up.
nice here.
Yeah.
They fired him now.
Yeah,
So-
for sure.
Like, you can see the challenges we're facing from the posts we've made and everything. And
because
now
he
the
said
posts,
no,
the
and had
issues
to
we're running into
fully
different
dip.
departments of
Like,
Knight
what?
and potentially BCSO members who have communications about this as well, that I can't compel to do anything because they're in a different department.
Right.
So,
And look,
go ahead.
Look, the goal of everything, even my client from the get-go, and the goal I've always had with it, and this is why I don't take retainers, right? I don't know if you really you probably don't watch the docket too much. You've only probably just come back around. I don't take every other case that comes to me. I very specifically pick and choose which cases I take. And my goal is always to further and enhance our court system and to help try to teach the police departments, situations that can arise, things that can be done. I'm pushing the envelope because these are things that should have been done a long time ago, but nobody's ever challenged these things. And it's better for it to be someone like me who's going to be more amenable to discussion and actual like communication and negotiations than someone like Murphy Braun who's just going to stand there like a bronze statue and just assume that you're going to take care of everything, and it's just going to fucking get whirlwinded on a D20 OJ shit.
Yeah. The only reason I would want this case to go forward is to just figure out the lines with the marshals and the BCSO, and they're not included in the suit, but we're supposed to produce evidence. I would love to see a ruling on that. But at the same time, I don't want to see a ruling because it can open up so much liability for other investigations that could be a bad thing.
Well, here's the thing: is it's not you compelling them to do it; it's the court compelling them to do it. and they had a civil contract with the state at that time when the incident occurred. They were involved in it. It's in a civil. It's completely different between a criminal. Like we can't really take a lot of the lessons learned from this one into criminal suits, because civil suits are so drastically different from criminal suits and how they're handled. You know, the standard of proof is much lower. The liabilities are different. We're not taking away people's rights. We're realigning properties to make people whole for damages sought, not for, you know, criminal infractions, things like that, you know?
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get to the meat of it. How about for a settlement so that this clears it up for everyone, so Knight doesn't have to worry about his messages?
I'm not worried about my messages.
What if
I'm
we
more
pay the
setting the precedent
compensation,
of it.
damages, emotional damages?
Watch your damn mouth, bitch.
And then write a letter admitting to wrongdoing, stamp Pred's name on it, post that to the docket as well, in lieu of the punitive damages, because we've mitigated it. We knew we had a bad apple. We got rid of it.
What's your number? Throw your number down.
I just told you, we'll pay the compensation and emotional, and then in lieu of the punitive, we've dismissed the guy, and we'll write an apology letter saying we fucked up.
I mean, we gotta. I have to go for some.
I already
some
hate him.
like monetary punitive, and it would be, considering we just had another civil suit with rights violations that settled for 600, or that was ruled for 600 in liability damages.
Okay,
That's
so
600 total with everything, though. That was the forehead one. That was a stupid roads rule shit.
So 600,000. Like, I'd be able to argue the emotional damages because you don't have psychiatric reports, no counseling reports, things like that.
No, chat. I'm
saying like
Pred.
600 total.
Yo,
Yeah.
come on. You guys know I like to meme. Come on, man.
You're obligated to give the offer I made, though, and we'll act in good faith and talk it out, and deal with it that way. But if we can make proper settlement, then we should be able to get this cleared up.
I would say
Sorry.
the only other big punitive thing that we're looking for, which is, it's not really like a punitive, I guess it's more of a, look, we want PD to be better. Everyone wants the police department to be better. Even the criminals want police department to be better at things, because if police are better, then inflation starts going down.
Yeah,
because let's be real, we're getting flooded with money right now.
Hold on, are you going to donate the money like forehead?
I mean, I was only going to donate the money like I mean, I would have if it was a lot more money.
Did he donate it to like training or something? It was pretty funny.
Yeah, we were gonna donate the excess money to a prosecutorial fund.
Yeah, well, Bill here is going to be helping a lot with that stuff. So
she's running around the building.
Yeah, that's why I've been brought in as training department for members.
We just want this case to be as a lesson learned of like what can be done, because obviously this, as you said, this was a curveball that y'all didn't expect, of having like to be able to collect all these communications and a lot of this stuff. I mean, let's be real, y'all's reports probably didn't encompass a lot of this stuff, and so you're now having to go back and backtrack everything because none of it was recorded, right? And this is one of the biggest problems we have. You know, I've been kidnapped 7 times for robberies. And I've requested and tried to request the reports all 7 times. All 7 times the criminals got away, and so nobody ever wrote a report. So my statements are just don't exist.
Fuck.
Yeah, and so I'm like, I don't. It's so frustrating to get constantly kidnapped and request the report so I can try to seek damage recovery. And people are like, sorry, we never even bothered writing a report. Like, then why did you bother taking my statement? Why did you bother checking anything? Like, why did you bother flagging the car?
100%.
Like, it's fucking lazy as shit.
Good news to you. I'm going to be leading IA as well, so.
Hey, there we go.
But to your point though, of turning a new leaf and accountability and stuff, that's why I think the punitive damages should be nulled out and do the 240, is because we will admit those mistakes. We will publicly release what we did to mitigate the mistakes and ensure they don't happen again. And that would be in the form of the letter with Pred's stamp on it, saying that we've dismissed the officer. He fucked up. He did not hold himself accountable, and we're done.
I'm gonna go warm some food.
All right, so I have to send my client saying that you're offering 240K and a pinky promise that we're gonna do better.
Well, it will be in writing. It will be on formal letterhead, posted on the docket, so anyone can refer to it, and then that we can start rebuilding the good faith of LSPD actually being accountable for when their officers fuck up.
And then we don't need Knight's text messages, right?
Exactly.
Nobody.
I'm gonna tell you, we tried to negotiate this beforehand, and Pred was like, "No, I'll do 240," or he said 300K, and my client was like, "Nah, that's just not gonna do it."
Okay.
I'm just gonna let you know it's probably not gonna go anywhere because he's already denied 300,000.
Okay. Well, hopefully you can explain the letter, an apology, written, public, everything. But at the same time, I do have authority to just settle on my own terms. It's just out of respect that I will be taking this to the chief before I say, yeah, 600's fine.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I mean?
I obviously, unless you were to meet exactly what we had, I'd have to bring any other negotiations to my client anyway. I can't say yes without his go ahead.
Okay. Find out the bare minimum, and keep that in your back pocket. And I'll talk to Pred in the morning, and hopefully we can get this done and over with tomorrow. That's my goal.
Sounds good. I was going to, I saw you were trying to make a motion for my stuff. I don't know if the court's going to see it, if the judge is going to see it complete, because it wasn't like written out as a separate motion.
Yeah.
I recommend just for paperwork's sake, just put it out as a separate motion with a titling and everything for the motion.
Yeah. And again, that's not an attack against you. It's just because these officers are like, fuck this, I don't want to do anything. It's going to be the easiest way because we know there are text messages between you and multiple officers regarding it.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I even forgot that some of those, so that just reminded me. I would have just pulled them myself, I'll be honest with you.
Well, if you want to do that,
I can't get the calls because one of them's a phone call, and I know the one wherever I called them and said, "Hey, we're just to clarify, there is no consent for this for the raid." And he was like, "Yeah, I know." And obviously, it's a phone call, not a text.
Or
I can't remember. I'll be honest with you. I can't pull up my phone to even see if I even have his number.
Okay, fair enough.
You talking about when I called you that night?
There we go. Was that?
I called you about
Haley
it.
did.
Yeah, you called me the night that it happened.
This would have been done the same day. But you know what? This is better because we wouldn't be standing here right now. And I'm okay with this.
No, you're not. You want to go to bed, and so does Night. So we should wrap it up.
I'm not even joking. I think it's I don't think it's that big of a deal to not be able to settle every time because it leads to other things. So
yeah. At the same point, though, I think it's very important that we do take accountability. I just have to try and mitigate the amount of money we pay out to take accountability.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm disappointed in our officer. That's kind of like what the outcome of this is, and that's the biggest L here in my book is that he, somebody didn't step up and knowing that we had his back and still would have his back, but you just walk away from it and don't want to communicate. I'm not going to put any more time and effort into that bullshit, and I don't expect anybody else in the departments to do that either.
God, yeah.
I'm back.
I mean, and, there's ways to take accountability that it doesn't just end up in a courtroom in theatrics. I mean, that's pretty much what it's going to end up in is courtroom theatrics, and we don't have to go that route to accept accountability for things. So
yeah. So I guess final point is we'll wait to see about this, and then me and you can tell Knight if he has to defend his rights or how we want this proceeded. For his messages involved in this. So
wait, what is this?
I mean, it doesn't have to be all of his messages. Obviously, it's only the ones relating to it.
I was just saying that we might come to a settlement tomorrow. Hopefully, we can come to a settlement and then give you direction on if you need to stand your ground or if it's.
Yeah, I just want to know whether it needs to be done or not.
Yeah, I'll let you know tomorrow. And
okay,
yeah, if we can come to a settlement tomorrow, which I hope we can, you won't have to worry. Yeah.
Okay, easy.
Yep. So I'll throw my client yours. No. Like I said, I already texted my client your offer. Just so you're aware, our counter is 600K plus the pinky promise to do better.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even think my client really cares if you publicly admit to fault, because everyone knows you are, and so it's not super necessary
Well,
for you to go on the record to be like, officially,
Wait.
here's a public thing that we are at fault of this, because everybody just wants y'all to do.
You know
we
what?
just want police to be better in general, right?
I want it to be known there was accountability for the officer's actions, because
no,
I want us to
that's totally
become more
legit.
transparent and more clear that we don't stand for this shit.
Yeah, no, that's appreciated. I'm just saying that from speaking with a client, that's not for him. That's not like a trade-off worthy of negating some of his monetary award, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get
Like
that.
he doesn't see the value in being like, oh, we are at fault. Like, everybody knows you're at fault, so a public admission that you're at fault doesn't mean much to him, you know?
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, well, let's get out of here so Knight can go to bed. We'll let you know tomorrow, Director, on what's if we came to a settlement or not. And yeah.
Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. I love this place. It's so nice.
All getting torn down.
Well, I'm sure you'll be able to do better.
Oh, don't tear down the entry. That little tunnel is the best part about this whole thing.
Not necessarily that holding cells. We got.
Oh yeah, no.
Let's say there's some other things, you know. And hopefully your clients don't see the light of day.
If you had any idea how much I had to unfuck Dark's work in there, that very first arch that enters the tunnel, it was 73 pieces.
What?
I reduced it down to 5.
Jesus.
He has no idea how to make things efficiently. It was so horrible, bro.
Oh my
There's a reason I will
God.
never touch any decorating.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Well, thanks for your time, Director. How you settling in? You enjoying the nonstop fuck the marshals hate train?
No, I think we've gained a shitload of public support in a very short period of time.
The public was usually in pretty good support of the marshals. It was the fucking government that would always try to come up with random shit to be like, no, if the marshals are doing this, the marshals are doing this nonsense. The marshals are trying to take my cases. The marshals are trying to create charges. They're in our armory looking through our trash. They're trying to find a reason to come after cops when literally we're just like dumping our own trash in the trash can because we don't have one at the office.
It's kind of like, I'll paint the picture like this. It's kind of like seeing someone playing with trash, like literally in the trash bin, just like fucking around. Their pants are off, a little entrail coming out their ass, some of it on their face, and they start complaining. Like, you just kind of look at that and you just keep on walking by, So.
Yep. I literally had a bunch of cops at one point stirring because they were pissed off because I was camping Mission Row PD to pull them over for traffic stops one day, when really I was just sitting there report writing in my truck in the middle of the road. Like, I just pulled off to the side and I was like, I really want to. I had an idea for something I wanted to write in my report.
No, we've had LSPD try to detain marshals. Because the thing is funny.
Try to detain marshals.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
So I've been holding back. They're lucky. But that's only because we're not ready yet. So they do any fuckery, You know what? I don't want to bore you with the details.
Are you kidding me? I love this shit. This is what I live for.
Nah, rather not.
Well, regardless, I knew you were the better choice for it.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't even bother going, because I didn't want to pull any votes from you. I knew if I got it, it was fucked. It was going to be, the marshals would have already been destroyed by now. So I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you're kind of handling business, because there's a lot of marshals around. It's really really positive.
It is. Shift 1 is where we're hurting the most, and it's where most of the fuckery happens. So we're starting to ramp up, trying to get the word out there. But the hardest thing is finding someone with training, with the mindset, because you need a certain kind of backbone,
Yeah. Yeah, it's just going to take a little bit of time to find that one person who's ready for it, who
Yep.
wants to go.
Ain't wrong. All right.
All right, Director, I'm going to get out of your hair. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate you.
Y'all be safe.
Take care.
Do you mind locking this? I don't see the handle.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! I had to keep my mouth shut. Like more than 80% of that time, I was like, you know, I could say some shit right now, but I don't want to see Bill Mays like he seems genuine.
He seems like he's trying.
But I'm like, hell no! I'm standing.
I just don't
like,
know how long the high command's gonna enable that.
Bro, they were like, oh my god, I don't know why Spectre did this, and I'm like, well, and I'm like thinking of like Springfield and the moonshine things. It's trespassing. The ticket they tried to give me, the detainment of you, just like, and it's just like, because they enable shitlords and bad policing, and you know what's crazy? You know how it goes? If Bill Mays, they're trying to do I'm like, yeah, you have to talk to the marshals.
The second he actually
'Cause it's
goes
literally
after
the
somebody they care
cover-up
about,
unit.
he's done.
No, it's not even he's done. It's a cover-up unit. Guess who signs off on whether it goes criminal?
High commands, Carmine, Fred.
Maxwell.
I mean, even Maxwell in here. She goes, you know, Spectre, we'd have his back, but then he didn't come in, so we're not going to. I'm like, what do you mean you'd have his back? That's not a situation you just have somebody's back. You hold them accountable regardless of whether they're, like, you don't just hold their back because they're a cop. Like, why are you saying this in front of the other lawyer? Because it shows you didn't learn a damn thing.
Wait. I had to think about food. She said it in front of the lawyer?
Yes. After they talked about, you know, a pinky promise to do better, then she goes, you know, if he came in, we'd have his back, but he didn't, so fuck him. There was a reason I just didn't talk, because nothing
That's
nice would have came out of my mouth.
I was quiet the entire. Okay, I did stir a little bit. No, you were there. Remember with the people accountable and shit.
Yeah, I mean that's why I go. You know, accountability. You own up to your mistakes. And Maxwell's like, exactly.
Yo, I'm thinking the only thing that was going through my mind is like all the situations where shit was covered up.
Yup.
Man, help me outside. I'm gonna get rid of this. Yo, that is fucking hilarious. I was thinking about myself. I'm like, yo, this shit's fucked because it literally just says that she is the direct supervisor
of him.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. She does well as long as I mean, look.
Actually think she's